Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make your NPC do things. We're using the betonquest editor, and I have opened a little demonstration conversation. It starts with, "Hey there, who are you?" Now the player has a number of options this points to. Some of these are limited by conditions. So the player could answer, "I am player." Now this part where it says player, it will replace with the player's name. So for me it would be, "I am Miss Knockleby." This triggers an event, and the event is titled Talk to Bobby Joe, which is my character's name. The instructions for it, the first line of the first word in the instructions is the name of the type of event, and this is a tag event. It basically tags the player. I picture players walking around with 100 little invisible, what are they called? The sticky notes, now my brain goes, Post-it notes. A million little Post-it notes on your back. But this one tags you saying that you've talked to Bobby Joe. Now we could also do tag and then remove the event. If we wanted to remove it, it would be, instead of add, it would be delete. D-E-L. But for right now, we're adding that tag. Okay, so if the player doesn't want to say their name, they could say, "Why do you need to know?" This conversation line goes nowhere. You can see it points to no NPC option. That means it would just close the conversation. You could say, "You met me already, I am," and then my name. You can only choose that one if you have this tag here. So to add a tag or a condition, you would just type the condition's name down here and then click add. And of course this one, it's already here, so I don't need to do that. And it's tag talk to Bobby Joe. This is checking. Do you have that? If you have that condition, you can choose this option. If you don't, you can't. Now you can say, "I will not tell you my name." You can say this only if you have not talked to Bobby Joe. So see the little exclamation mark here. This negates the condition. This makes it so the opposite. Right here, you would have to have already told him your name, but because I click on it and put the exclamation mark, you have to not have done that. And the other condition I have here is day. And the day condition it's a time condition. Now, I call this daytime, but I could just as easily name this some other name. It could be Fred time. And the time, and here I have arbitrarily said what time is day. I have said it's from 5 to 20 hours. Okay. And again, if I negated this, then you would only be able to say this at night, when it's outside of that time period. And the third option the player can say is this night wanderer. I am a night wanderer. And here we have the condition that it is not daytime. So now I'm going to go back to this one. If you say, "I will not tell you my name," it goes to player option, fine. I'll go back to building. And here we have an event. This event is called build something. And again, these event names are arbitrary. I just choose something that makes sense to me so that I can recognize it in a list. And the instructions are set block. And now I have the material. And then I have the location, that's the XYZ. And this is the world. My world is Math Class Ice Castle or Great Unknown, depending on if it's the survival or the creative. Now, for the materials for this, you need to use a material from this list. This is the official spigot list. And so you need to skim through this to find what type of material. And of course, for set block, it needs to be a block, not just any material. Okay, so you can build something. You can also set block air if you want to remove something. If you want to trigger redstone, You can set block a redstone block there and then remove it. Okay, so that's how to get your NPCs doing things. You can check over your list of events here. Now I have a huge list of events. And there's different types of events. So I will link in the comments on this video, I will link to the webpage where you could read the list of what type of events are possible. Now you probably want to see how to make your NPC actually do something on the server besides triggering events. So we will go to my server, and I have this example NPC that I set up earlier today, and she is fishing. She does not have all that good of aim at the fish, but she is fishing, and we can go NPC select. I already have her selected. NPC, I think it's NPC inventory. There we go. We can see what types of fish she's already caught. She's caught pufferfish, she's caught raw salmon, she's caught clownfish. All different things there. Okay, and now it's come her bedtime, so she has put her fishing rod away, and she is lying down in bed. Okay, so let's look at how you actually create one of these NPCs that walks around. We're going to do NPC create Joe, and we're going to rename him because, okay, there we go. We have Joe, and Joe's got a pretty nice skin there. So now we want him to have access to the animations and the movement plugin. So we go ND auto set, and this tells us he has no configured locations. So we will create one. NPC or ND add location 1001, and now he will go there. Now we're going to give him a new location. And this one is going to be at a different time, at night more or less. So let's see if he walks to his bed. Okay, so he's walked to his bed. Now he's not sleeping in it, and we can try to get him to sleep in it. The animations are kind of flaky. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But to do an animation, I clicked animations on, and then I click on the equal sign here that I want an animation for this location, and I type the animation name, sleep. So I think I bumped him off the bed there. We'll go time set day just to get him up. Oh. Let's go 1000. Okay, so now he's back to walking around. Now we can equip him with a flower. Now he's carrying a flower. Okay, now we can tell him that when he is over here, NPC, or let's see, ND info to get his list of locations. So he's just got day and night. We'll add one more, ND add location, 700. Oh, that should have been 7,000. Let's see, can I change it to 7,000? Yes, there we go, 7,000. So middle of the day, we're going to say when he's here, we want him to clear his inventory, and we're going to equip him with something different here. So let's put him here first. Time set 7,000. And now we'll go NPC equip, and we'll give him something new. We'll go NPC equip out, And we will go location inventory 2. So it's this little snowman guy, but then we're erasing where it says clear, and we're getting him to hold something new. So let's go back. He's going back to his earlier location. And will he change his items? Let's see what's in his inventory. Maybe we can give him a flower there. Time set. So what I'm doing right now is just trying to get him to go to his location again. Okay, and he didn't change what was in his hand, so I'm going to just check. I need to sort of check what armor. Okay, it says there is no location for this one. He's supposed to have a sign. Okay, so I didn't actually tell the first one. That's the problem. Okay, NPC equip. Okay, we give him the book. NPC equip. I didn't tell him that he needs to not just hold the second item, but he needs to hold it every time he goes there. Time set 7,000. Okay, MD info. Let's check what he's supposed to be holding right here. He is supposed to be holding a sign, but he does not have a sign. See, inventory. He dropped his sign. Let's put a sign there. Time set 7,000. And I'm just making him walk away and go to it again. There, yay, he switched. Now he's got a sign. Now we go time set 1001. And he switched back to a book. Okay, so there you can see how you can have him go different places. Now let's look at if we want to command him to go to that place. And what we can do to command him to go to that location, we would need to copy down this big number, your ID's, your location's ID. And then you would have to open up the betonquest editor again, and I think I closed mine. Okay, load, directory. Okay, so I've got my editor open, and I'm back at my demonstration thing. And so what you would do to get him to go to a specific location is you're going to use this command. Okay, I'm just going to have it where if you say, oh, I remember you now, he's going to go to this location. So go place. And then you would put this NPC select, and you'd have to put whichever number your NPC is. And then ND go loc, and then it would be that long string that I did not actually copy, but that long string of numbers and letters right here. And then you would put at the end a time, how long he's going to be there. So it looks something like this. I'm just making up the number right now. But you copy that whole location. And then you can have him go to that location, not at a set time, but on command. So that's how to get your NPCs doing some stuff.